Bengals.
Yeah, welcome back, Mafia. What's going on? How you feeling, big cuz?
Feeling good, man. Feels good to be back. It
Hell yeah,
feels
been a
good to
long,
be back.
long off season, man. I know y'all ain't hear from us in a while, but your boy Julian J Mafia and Big Cuz Pedro Pizza, we back with all new episodes of Mafia Talk. Please tune in every Monday at 8 o'clock, man, and rock with your boys, man. It's Big Bills Mafia, and we here to talk about some Bills. So, first of all, man, how you feel right now? I know you say you good, but how's the off season been treating you, man?
I don't know, man. I kind of just disconnected from it after the Bengals game, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was kind of disgusted by the way we ended the season. So I kind of disconnected, man. I mean, yeah, of course you pay attention to the draft and all the other stuff that's going on, but I'm kind of of the mindset where it's like, all right, playoffs is cool and everything, but it's time to go, man. No, like the time for talking and all this other stuff. Like it's time to go to work, man. I just,
Absolutely, man. I'll go. Keep
I
going.
don't know. I disconnected from it, and then like, Josh got the Madden cover, and it kind of got me excited for the season again. So I was like, all right, let's go. I'm ready.
Absolutely, cuz no, I definitely feel you on that. I'm in the same boat. Last year definitely left a bad taste in my mouth. Not quite how the previous year with 13 seconds stream because 13 seconds I was sick, disgusted, whatever.
Mm.
But at the end of last year, I was more disappointed because just the way we played is like the Bengals had our number. We literally couldn't do not do anything. Josh Allen tried, we couldn't concede. Him and Diggs had a little headbutt. We're gonna talk about that later. Please, we're gonna talk about Madden. We're gonna talk about Diggs. We're gonna talk about all of that. But right now, we're just gonna be talking about how did last year make us feel, and I mean, last year definitely had me disappointed, man. I can't beat around the bush. Can't really say nothing more, nothing less. I definitely was disappointed. I feel you on that, cuz where you said you disconnected, cuz I mean that's the main reason why we ain't do the show. Cuz I mean, what is there to say? Talk shit about the Bills, why they ain't do this.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was good for us to disconnect, get back to our own lives, handle what we got to handle. But at the end of the day, we still got to talk our shit with Bills Mafia. So yeah, to wrap up last season, man, I definitely was disappointed. We just got to bounce back. I know a lot of people saying that this is a better team this year. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't think that we're a worse team this year.
I
So
think
we'll
we're a
talk
better
about that
team. I
next
think we're a
coming up.
way better. I think we're a way better team than last year. To be honest with you.
Okay. We'll definitely talk about that. But as of last year, it's in the books. We didn't make it, and for these past couple of years of us going to the playoffs and playing these teams, it's been Super Bowl or bust,
Still
and
is.
it is. And if
Still
we
is.
don't not just get to the Super Bowl, but if we don't win, it's automatically going to be a disappointment.
I agree, 100%. It's Super Bowl or bust for me. There's no, oh, we made it to the AFC. Nah, none of that. It's over for that. And I'm telling
Yeah,
you right now, I'm gonna start off the first show of the new season with a brand new hot take. If Sean McDermott doesn't get us to where we need to go, it's time for him to go.
tell them.
It's time for him to go. I feel like we've reached our ceiling with Sean McDermott, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt this year. But now it's really on him. He calling the defense. It's on him. It's on him this year, man. And it feels like if we can't get over that hump, then how far can he actually take us? At this point, for me, at the end of the season, it would be thank you for everything, but we got somewhere we want to be, and it doesn't look like you can get us to that place. So I mean,
Right.
it's
Josh
a
Allen can.
business.
He's gonna take all these hits, man. We gotta get it now while he's still fresh.
Yeah, it's a
But I'm glad
business, man. You gotta.
that's definitely is a I wouldn't say necessarily a hot take, but that's definitely something that needs to be talked about. Because I was listening to WGR the other day, and then somebody said the same thing. Excuse me. They said the same thing. They say, "Yeah, we love McDermott. We appreciate all you did. You got us out the drought. You did this. You rebuilt the Bills from scratch, damn near." And but
Him and
you
Bean.
just said that's yourself because you can only get us so far. And
Yeah.
Brownie kind of took some offense on WGR when the man said about that, like, oh, maybe we just got to get rid of McDermott. He needs to be put on a hot seat. And they're like, oh, how are you gonna put the man in the hot seat when he bring you to the playoffs left or right and this and that and third and change the whole new culture within the Bills? But like you just said, he's only got it so far.
Well, think about. I mean, yeah, he did. He got us to the playoffs and
Appreciate you.
all this, and he's been consistent.
Thank you. Sorry,
But
cuz what you said.
no, you're good. No, he's been consistent at getting us to the playoffs. But at this point, we got to stop that. Oh, he's broke the drought. The drought was 5 years ago. Like all that was 5-6 years ago. Like it's time to stop letting McDermott live off his past accomplishments. The
You
NFL
said it.
is the NFL is a what have you done for me lately league. What have you done for me lately besides get out coached in every big game so far? So
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
definitely.
listen, man,
We definitely got our coach.
I'm on McDermott's ass all season. All season.
And now, I mean, speaking since we're on the subject of Sean McDermott, how do you think our coaching staff is going to look? Well, not well, obviously throughout the whole year, but how are we going to look with McDermott spending most majority of his time on defense because now he's the new defensive coordinator?
I'm
Well,
not
let's
worried
just
about that. I'm
how
not
does
worried about that at all.
you're not
I know. I think if anything, it's going to make our defense better because he's going to be a little more aggressive.
okay?
So I'm not really worried about that with McDermott. I'm more worried about like, what are we doing? What are we gonna do? Are we doing this 2 tight end set? Like, what are we doing? You sign Taylor Rapp? Are you gonna run a 3 safety look? Like, what are we doing?
And to kind of jump a little ahead with what you just said, is that the reason why Stephon Diggs feel the way he does? Is it
I got
now? I want okay. I don't want to dive into it because I got a lot to say about the Stephon Diggs debate.
no. We
But,
can. Let's dive into it. Let's go ahead. Go
okay,
ahead. We're here. Let's do it.
I want to cap off with Sean McDermott and with the coaching staff. When it comes down to big games, because you just said it yourself that when it comes down to big games, he always get out coached. How does this year differ with Sean McDermott playing defense? Does those big game decisions like those 4th and 5s? Whose decision is it? Does McDermott take back over and put on his head coach hat, or is it solely on Dorsey?
Well, I mean,
Or
you can.
needs to have
They'll figure
who?
it out. I mean, they figure it out. Andy Reid's was pretty much the offensive coordinator in Kansas City and the head coach. So I mean, McDermott when he Carolina was 15-1 with him as his defensive coordinator. They went to the Super Bowl that year. So I mean, I'm expecting really big things from McDermott, to be honest with you. And if he, like I said, if he can't get it done, like it's about time to start asking, have we reached our ceiling with McDermott? Can he get us over the top? Because I mean, you could have kept. Look what Brian Dable's doing in New York.
Yeah,
I know everybody says, "Oh, Sean Payton would have never came to Buffalo." Bullshit. With 17 back there, he would have came here. If the money was right and McDermott wasn't there, he would have came here. Let me get. Are you gonna choose Russell Wilson over Josh Allen? I don't think so. So I mean, as far as like the whole Diggs thing that we were just talking about, man, I don't get it per se. Like I'm not on the inside, but if as far as I'm concerned, like Steph, get over it, bro. We lost. Get over it. It's over now. It was 6 months ago. Like it's time to gear up. It's time to gear up for this year. You want to win. You're a big part of the team, man. Stop. Like, what do you got to complain about? You're going to get 150 targets a year. What are you complaining about? There's nothing for you to complain about. Yeah, obviously, we haven't won the big one yet, and all of us are frustrated. I can only imagine how frustrated they are.
right.
You know, but like, I don't know, man. The whole Diggs thing and like the little cryptic shit he be posting on social media. It's like, bro, you did the same shit in Minnesota, and that's why your ass is here. Like, chill out, bro. Like, calm down. Like, it's not that. Like, it was 6 months ago. If you're still angry about the Bengals game, then we have an issue.
I mean, and that showing up to mandatory minicamp doesn't help that. It doesn't help.
He was there. They just got into. I heard that he was upset that they let
Chad
Hall go, and then I heard he was upset because like towards the end of the season, Josh like wasn't really throwing him the ball. Yep. So I don't know. it is what it is, man. Those two are lethal together, man. Steph just needs to calm down, go play ball, especially with the additions at wide receiver. D-Hop, if we get D-Hop, we get him. If not, like, I'm okay. I really love the additions at wide receiver we made, man. I think Trent Sherfield is going to be a sleeper for us.
Oh yeah, I would hope so.
Trent Sherfield's
placement for McKenzie.
And I'm gonna tell you the dude we took from Florida right now, the Justin Shorter. He's somebody to look out for. He's somebody to look out for. I think he might be the steal of the draft.
But real quick, man, my man David, I definitely appreciate you joining in, man. Nothing but love, man. Please, every week, join in, man. Hit me up for some Mafia moments. I like to do exclusive Bills Mafia interviews where we just shoot some shit and you tell me how you became a Bills fan. But so please, man, jump in the comments, man, every week. Let us know, man. We love all Bills Mafia. As always, Hefe, bossed up, back in the building, man. We back. We already know,
back,
man.
Baby.
We back. And you got something to say already. He said D-Hop off the table. I mean, with the money he's commanding at this point, Bills just does not have.
Still a free agent as we get closer and closer to the season.
Still, yeah.
It's a possibility. It's still
until he's Stephon Diggs, but go ahead, cuz
until he signs with somebody else, it's still possible. I don't see it, but I don't know. I think we're fine actually at receiver, to be honest with you, because I think Gabe Davis was hurt pretty much like almost the whole second half of the season.
Wasn't it like an ankle injury or something like that?
Yeah, he got an ankle injury like I think week 4 or 5 and wasn't the same the rest of the season.
Early in the season, yep.
Yeah, so I think we'll be fine.
Comes out to D-Hop. I mean, obviously, all Bills Mafia, we would love to have a DeAndre Hopkins in Orchard Park, but so what you just said, when you said we don't need him, why not give Josh Allen another target? I mean, so throw DeAndre Hopkins on the same field with a Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. I feel like Gabe Davis will get back to normal and still get those plays that we was getting from 2 years ago. Diggs will open up the field for him because that's the main reason I believe Diggs wasn't getting as many targets last year because Dorsey did not adapt. They just kept running type of formation. Oh, that's just what I believe. I believe Dorsey did not need his game plan or his playbook. Defense ended up adapting and knew how to play the Bills, and Dorsey did not know how to throw a counter punch to the point where they double teamed Stephon Diggs and put their best cornerback on Davis. We really have nobody else to throw to. That's why Isaiah McKenzie was getting a bunch of targets towards the end of the season. And that's just what I was seeing. And that's what I think. And that's why I believe Stephon Diggs is having his little frustration with the Bills organization lately. Because personally, what I feel, we picked up Dalton Kincaid. And I feel like, because even Ken Dorsey even said himself, we still don't know what our identity is. Or he don't know what he wants to run in the offense. Even though this is your second year coming up. Been on the team for a while now, you should already have an idea of how you want this offense to be ran. You had a full season running this offense, and you go into an interview saying, "Oh, we still don't know our identity." Come on, man. But I feel with Dalton Kincaid coming into the play, there's a lot of talk of us trying to run a 12-man formation. How are we going to incorporate Kincaid? And I personally feel like that's the reason Diggs is having this frustration because he's going off saying, "Hey, I'm your number one guy. I'm that dude. I'm him. If you throw me the ball, I guarantee you yards or win." The reason why we didn't lose is because y'all wasn't throwing me the ball. That's why I feel like Diggs was saying in the office when he pulled up. And he probably got with like, "Oh, you fired Chad Hall without my say-so, but you run through Josh Allen for anything and everything. And I'm just as much as important," we all could debate about that, "as Josh Allen." Because obviously we need Diggs. We don't have a Diggs.
Well, I don't see Kincaid. I think Kincaid is going to play a lot in the slot as a big wide receiver in the slot. We're going to use him a lot like Kansas City uses Travis Kelce. Now, whether he can do it, whether he can perform and handle it, I don't know. But I've got a feeling that was the whole plan with him because he's got the physical traits.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely has physical traits.
Wrapped up this whole Stephon Diggs debate. He came in here wondering like what's going on. I want things to change for my benefit because I'm getting 100 receptions a season. I'm getting over 1,000 yards every season, but he wants more. He wants more targets because he feel like he can do more, and they're not getting to that Super Bowl because he probably personally feels like he's not getting fed enough. That's just how I feel. And with Dalton Kincaid coming into the building, I feel like the organization is favoring a 12-man set. And the way Diggs looking at it, like, you're going to give a rookie my targets? No, I want everybody's targets right here because I'm going to do it. And yeah, maybe Stephon Diggs has a bit of a diva in him, but he talks the talk, walk the walk. He got something to prove. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, I don't blame Diggs. Yes, the cryptic tweets, bro, save it. But he been said a long time ago, yo, stay off my Twitter. Stop trying to decipher my stuff.
But why are you over here trying to? Oh, I'm gonna play with my brother and all these. You can't go to Dallas. Mm-hmm. Financially, you can't go anywhere for the next 2 years because there's no way. There's no way the Bills are gonna either cut him or trade him with a $40 million dead cap hit. Not happening, bud. So you can sit down with all that Dallas shit. Trayvon Diggs will come here before he goes there.
My man Sean right here, appreciate you jumping in chat, but this is right here what he just said. I feel like that's how they're trying to use Stephon Diggs lately. They're using Diggs as a decoy to feed other players or trying to use.
No, I don't think. I think there was something there with him and Josh towards the end of the season. I don't know. You could just the way it was, but
yeah,
I think they'll be fine this year once they get into the season.
But that comment right there, Sean, much respect because I've been feeling like that all the last year where I really felt like they're using Stephon Diggs as a decoy to open up the field for other players. But defenses adapt. They adapt. If you only got one star receiver, they're going to double team him and then send their best cornerback to your next best player. And
well, I mean, shit. They were using. He still had over 100 catches. If he still had over 100 catches. So I mean, he had a what? I think they said it today. He had like 140 targets this year. 150 targets. Like, what do you do?
He never even missing that Bengals game because remember that Bengals game never count. So with missing one game, he still had the same stats he's had since he's been with the Bills. So you can't be mad because you got paid, so you're making money, and we altered your contract, so you got more guaranteed money. So you're not bitching about money. You're not bitching about targets. You can't be bitching about your quarterback because you got one of the best quarterbacks in Josh Allen. So what else is there to complain about unless you're a little bit more hungrier than how you've been fed or some off the field shit? Maybe Josh Allen bagged your bitch at the club. I don't know. That's it could be as simple as that.
Maybe he was mad because Josh out here doing shit
with Marvel girls and
yeah. But yeah, man, like just as far as like wrapping up that with the Diggs thing, man, I think they'll be fine, man. We just got to get the season rolling. Once training camp, if there's a problem in training camp, then I'll worry.
And you're right. You really can't tell Stephon Diggs nothing. That's why I say that's where the diva comes into. Yeah, Stephon Diggs is a diva. He loves the way he dressed. He talks his shit. He feel the way he feel, but not the diva that the Vikings was trying to portray. We're just seeing it now. I don't believe it's a problem, and I feel like our media blew it out of proportion because we got nothing else to talk about. It's prime off season, not much going off, and the Bills, there's nothing about the Bills in the media other than how we play. There's no drama, there's no bullshit, there's no whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's none of that. There's no drama in the Bills. There's no bickering Bills. So when this little stuff comes out, they're gonna blow it out of proportion. And another thing with Sean McDermott, how they say, yeah, I'm extremely concerned. It was a simple
I hated the way he handled that. I hated the way he handled that. Especially when you knew, especially when he knew before he made that comment that Diggs was actually there and they just got into an argument previous. Before like then you just basically made it seem like he wasn't there at all. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't like the way you handled that, bro. Like, you could have just easily said, listen, Diggs was here. We had a discussion. We thought it was in the best interest for him to go get some air, and that's it. You ain't got to be like, oh, I'm very concerned.
Like, Josh said a little too much in his interview. He said too much in the interview.
I think that just lets you know there was something personal with him and Diggs. It was something more than football.
Stephon Diggs got something going on. We love him, wishing the best, and that is it. Next question. But he got into details saying like, oh, he probably has some problems with organization. There's some things I need to do better, this and that. I feel like he's giving the media too much.
I like it though, man. It's honesty. It's all honesty. I like it.
But
it's
then
better than our head coach who comes out there and blatantly lies and says, "No, he's not here." Like, come on, man.
Let's transition real quick. My boy David in here. He said, "What happened in our faith in Davis?" He went beast mode on Casey in that playoff loss. Has he lost a step, or will he be a secret ace in the hole? Because I already kind of said it. He had a small ankle injury, and I feel like that kind of hindered him for the year. Definitely, we cannot compare the Gabe Davis to that playoff game. It's never been done.
Yeah,
Price did it. Not even the best receivers. He just happened to be at the right place and the right time for that game, and he stepped up to the plate. I do not expect Gabe Davis to reach that height ever in his career again.
I mean, anything can happen in a game. Nobody expected him to do it that. But, like, I think all of us were guilty of living and being a prisoner of that moment. We seen him go off for 4 touchdowns in a playoff game, and now you expect him to be a superstar next year. That's just not how that works. The reason why he got all those wide open looks in the playoff game is because they were double and triple a team and Stephon Diggs.
Right.
And if you seen those passes, I think he had like 3 or 4 catches that entire game.
No, Diggs had like 3 with 3 yards or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I still got faith in Davis. I just think we all put too much expectation on him based off of one game.
I mean, man, probably all the great receiver divas. You never know, man. That's probably how it goes.
All of them are.
Some of them are humble.
Yeah, some can't really be humble when that kind of game though.
Especially Diggs, man. Diggs, he's just that boy. My big cuz, yo, Los Smash, go fuck with my boy. Go check out his music too, man. Plug, yo, my boy. We love you too, cuz.
We love you too, cuz.
Put in your shit. YouTube, Hefe, put in your shit so other people already can find you on YouTube. Great music, man. Great music. I'm telling y'all. This is not because I fuck with the boys. It's actual genuine music I like to listen to and fuck with.
Yo, pop my man's Hefe up. Like I just said, we was a prisoner of the moment, bro. What you talking about? I was admitting I was wrong too.
Yeah, I mean, now is the time.
I just said we was all guilty of that.
That we really, we all just said that. We kind of expect him not to be the next Stephon Diggs, but to kind of be his equal in a sense.
Nah, I can't.
No,
he can't be equal to Diggs. It's just Diggs got the difference with Gabe and the difference with Gabe and like the number ones in the league, man. They got another gear. I don't know if Gabe has that another gear.
You're right. But real quick,
Diggs has that another gear.
Real quick, man. DJ G, my boy, my brother, nothing but love, man. Go check him out.
What's going on,
but great music producers out here, man. We got Halfway, we got Los, we got DJ G, the engineer, man. Nothing but love to these guys. But no, yeah, you're absolutely right when it comes down to Gabe Davis not having that second gear.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think he's gonna have a good year this year. I think we're a way better team, but we can get into another. That could be another episode about how we feel how the team stacks up this year. But
yeah,
I like it because of some of the moves we made. I'm just gonna say it here. I know we'll talk about it again later at another time, but I love the Leonard Floyd signing. Absolutely love the Leonard Floyd signing.
I'm glad you brought that up too. Let's transition to some of our offseason moves and the players we signed. Yeah, phenomenal. That Leonard Floyd was phenomenal. Exactly what we need.
Now Von doesn't really have to rush.
What was that?
Von doesn't have to rush now to come back. I mean, yeah, he says he's gonna be ready for week 1, but bro, if you're not ready, do not rush it. We don't need you in week 1. We need you in the playoffs.
And they talk about put him on the pup, man. Take a couple 3-4 weeks off, get a couple extra trainers so we could fill that position in with somebody else that could get an opportunity. And then shit, even though you're ready by tomorrow, like you just said, we don't need you, Von, in the first 4 weeks. That's what happened last year. He was phenomenal in the first half of the season, but you got injured and look what happened. You
Yeah.
wasn't there when we needed you. The reason why we signed you is for you to ball out in the playoffs, and you wasn't even there for us in the playoffs. But
Yeah. Like
no,
I think this year we're gonna be all right, man. We got I love the old Torrance pickup in the draft. I think he's gonna eventually be one of our starters. Kincaid, I wasn't a fan of the pick because I didn't want a tight end. We just paid Dawson Knox. Like I didn't want that. But
right.
I also realized that the reason why they took him was because all the receivers they probably had on their board, they just went right before him. All
You
four
had
of
like
them.
4 receivers back to back, and they
Yeah, like all of them.
they didn't initially said it, but they hinted to the point where they picked up Kincaid to kind of jump in front of the Cowboys because they
Yeah,
had
because the
hint
Cowboys were definitely going to take Kincaid.
right, and they said after Kincaid, there's nobody else, and it was actually going to get out the first round and get some extra picks in the later rounds. So that's the main
Yeah.
reason we got Kincaid.
I just love the additions to the offensive line with Connor McGovern too. Trent Sherfield bringing in Sherfield. I mean, nobody. We're not talking even talking about a second year Khalil Shakir. Is how much better did he get in the offseason?
Yeah,
Hardy, we don't know what Hardy's got. Like he's really fast. That's about as much as I know about him.
yeah,
But he's
McKenzie.
yeah. Like I mean, we got it could get really exciting or it could really go left. But I just think as long as we have 17 back there, we have a chance in any game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I mean shit. That's we've been waiting for all these years to have a quarterback like that.
Yeah, Hef, they already said it too, man, and I feel you. I don't necessarily like grabbing a tight end after we pay Knox, but we'll see, man. Maybe Kincaid doesn't really have anything this year. Maybe because that's honestly how I feel this team does the rookies. They don't really throw them in the field and let them
He's
shine. They
not a
kind of
blocker.
their baby steps.
If you guys think that Kincaid's going to come in here to block in this two tight end set, that's not what's going to happen.
No,
He
Knox is
is
gonna be the
not a
one blocking.
blocker.
He's gonna go out.
They're going to use him in the slot as a big slot target. Mismatches galore. Have him line up against the Mike linebacker or the outside linebacker. See, I am not completely I don't know about Dorsey, man. Like I don't know if he can do it. I don't know if he's capable of being creative enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that worries me a little bit.
Yeah, no, I do too. And even with Sean McDermott not being head coach, that's what comes back to my question. Like, does Dorsey take on that responsibility of the offensive decisions when it comes down to 4th and 5 or a challenge call needs to be made or however the case may be? Does it fall on Dorsey? Or does McDermott take off his coordinator hat and put on the head coach hat and makes a decision? I don't know. But when it comes to Hefe's question on Edmonds' replacement, was Floyd the replacement?
No, Floyd plays defensive end.
So where's Groot and Vaughn?
Defensive end. They
So
gonna
we're
rotate.
rotating Vaughn and
Oh
Floyd?
yeah, they gonna rotate. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, imagine a third down package where you put Vaughn and Floyd on the outside with Groot and Oliver in the middle on 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. Like,
I
come
like
on,
that.
man. Like, come on. And then I'm telling y'all right now, Trey Day's gonna be back this year.
Woo! I'm
All
glad you
pro,
said it because
all
Trey
pro,
Day coming back.
all
I'm
pro
telling you.
Trey is gonna be back this year. I really, really got a feeling he's gonna be back this year. And
Me
from
too.
everything I'm hearing, he's looking real good. Even McDermott said Trey looks like all pro Trey again. So I mean, and then you got the corners coming in, the Benford and another year with Dane Jackson. And let's see what Kyrie Elam's gonna bring us in his second year.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Elam.
Like,
Hey, before I dive into Los's comment, that's the big question that I'm wondering is who's really taking over cornerback too? Because it's like 4 people up in the air. Obviously, our first round draft pick previous in Elam, Benford, our 7th round draft pick. There's also Dane Jackson, and who's another cornerback?
they just signed Cam Dantzler from Minnesota.
So it's really just 3 at this point, unless he really
Listen,
can
for
put a
me,
fight.
it's Dane. It should be Dane's job until somebody beats him for it. Because I mean, he's been consistent without Trey. Like Dane's been. I know he ain't the greatest, but like when Trey went down, he stepped it up, man.
Definitely a great replacement to Levi Wallace.
Yeah, Dane. I gotta let Dane's got to lose that job for me. Somebody's got to beat him out. I don't think you just give it to Elam because he's the first round pick.
I agree, and even Benford, he took this couple starts over Elam last year.
Yeah,
coming off as a 7th round draft pick. So we'll see. We'll see. As you know, we got Poyer Hyde back in the building for another run. Got the best safety tandem in the league for multiple years. So that's always great to hear. Hopefully these guys can stay healthy and have one of the greatest seasons in their careers. That's honestly what we need from them.
Yeah.
When we dive into Los's comment, man. So with the 2 tight end set, he's talking about more of trying to establish a run game and play actions. How do you think this run game with James Cook taking over? And we also made signings in Latavius Murray and who's other one?
Damian Harris.
Yeah. So with that 3 and Nyheim Hines, even though he's kick returners, but how do you feel with the running back room and our possible running game coming up this season? Better or worse from last season?
Better, because I think Harris is an upgrade over Singletary if Harris is healthy. And I also think giving James Cook more touches I think it's going to be good.
Because I like what I seen from James Cook last year. My only complaint from him last year was he needs to develop an NFL body. Because every time I see him on the field, I feel like somebody tickle him and he goes down. Just get a little stronger, get your thigh, just bulk up. That's all I really need from him. Bulk up and learn how to brush off some defenders so he can get extra yards. But other than that, definitely could see a solid year from James Cook. Don't know exactly how many yards we got rushing last year, but definitely could see a lot more this year coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then with Hefe, he talk about how do you think Josh Allen's going to switch up his game? Will look without him promising. Well, pretty much without Josh, because he said multiple times he doesn't want to run as much. He wants to take less hits. So how does his offense change when Josh Allen wants to do that?
It's not going to change because once he lines up and it's the ball, he can say all he wants. I'm going to stop taking these hits. When he lines up under center and he sees an outlet to go runs, he's going to put his shoulder down and run somebody over. Like, that's just who he is.
Yeah, right.
Like, I understand. Like, yes, I get it. We don't want him to get hurt. Yes, I get it. And yeah, there is certain times where he should probably slide. But let's be realistic. Once the bullets start flying, he's going to do what Josh Allen does.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can say all you want. I'm going to try to take less hits. But if it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 and he's got to dive to get a first down, he's going to dive to get a first down.
Right. I agree. Definitely agree.
Now, how you can do that, how you can limit his hits is you don't need to call any quarterback runs. We don't need those. Like, you can cut back his hits off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You save the quarterback design runs for December and January when it's go time. Like,
yeah,
no quarterback runs in September and none of that nonsense unless the play breaks down and he's just making something happen.
Right. Agreed. We got Wifey in the building. Wifey.
Yeah.
Who that handsome man in that picture?
Oh man, that was
I agree. Yeah. And obviously, yeah, I agree too. And they said back in the day that's how Diggs and Allen used to go, to the point where Allen would just tell Diggs, like, yo, run your route and get open. You don't have to run on a specific, just get open, find the hole, find the seam. So maybe, I don't know, give him a little bit more freedom, or maybe it's been too much freedom and that's the problem. That could be a problem, because I believe there's not enough plays being designed to get Diggs open. I don't see it. But hopefully Dorsey can make some adjustments and get our number receiver some more reps.
Oh yeah.
But let's move it on. I mean, we pretty much touched on everything right now. A little bit about the Josh Allen cover. The first time a Bills player ever on the cover of Madden. I mean, we all know that's the feel of it, because we've been playing that all our lives, man. That
Yo,
man,
listen,
that picture is fucking
yeah, pop
amazing.
that back
The
up there
first
again.
time,
I like the one. I like the one where he's holding his jersey instead of the one with the fans. I like the other one better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other one looks dope.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
that
like
looks
that.
like
The
Josh.
fans look fake. The fans look fake on that one. They look like they're a bunch of actors that were just
Oh, they
hired to
are.
be there.
They are. They
Yeah.
are actors.
Well, no, Josh said they were actually real Bills fans,
Oh,
but
really?
they were Bills fans from they were brought there and they had no idea what they were doing. Like they
Oh,
didn't know they were doing that for Josh's
why
like
didn't got my man Elvis and Bill Nito and all these other characters?
I don't know. I don't know. Josh said Josh said it was a photo shoot, but they brought in like Bills fans from like California or wherever they did that shit from. That's probably
Okay.
why
Well, at
they
least they
look
got
like fake.
fans. I
That's
thought it was
probably
just
why
all
they look like the fake Bills fans because they ain't look like no Bills fans from Buffalo.
man.
So
We
listen,
got my boy.
I
Go ahead.
might buy. I'm gonna buy the hardcover, but I might
Mm-hmm.
not even open that bitch and just buy the game on my PlayStation and just keep the
Yeah,
hardcover
I
in the
feel you, man.
plastic.
Yeah, I haven't bought a hard copy in years. So, but definitely with that,
Yeah, I
man. By the time that shit drop,
definitely.
it's gonna be sold out. So you better get your copies quick. Thoughts on Michael Hyde? David said. I'm gonna pass that on to you. How do you feel on Michael Hyde coming up on the season?
I don't feel anything about him. I think he's gonna do what he does.
I mean, he's also
I
coming
really
up on
do.
that.
I'm not. That's nah. He'll be fine. He's fine.
You
Him,
believe so? I mean,
yeah. That was the first time he's gotten hurt in a long time.
but if I'm
So
not mistaken, I believe that's a lingering injury that he has in college. He always had.
but that was the first time he missed time for us, and he's been here for 5 years or more, 6 years actually. But yeah, I'm not too worried about them. Poyer and Hyde are going to do what Poyer and Hyde do. What they and then having Taylor Rapp as a backup plan too is not bad.
Yeah,
It's
been
not
looking
bad.
pretty good. Been looking good.
So I mean, and then let's see how Hamlin's looking. Like he looks pretty good in the practice videos I've seen. It's amazing to see him out there running like that. Like just after everything he went through, it's just amazing that he's able to do that.
Oh yeah, you talking about DeMar now?
Yeah, Hamlin. Because we don't.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Hamlin too, because yeah, he's looking great as well.
Man, the fact that he was able to go to OTAs and all that shit and go full content. Like they're not hitting yet, but like go full practice. Like man, that's some miracle shit right there, man.
Nah, definitely big hearts, big love to DeMar, man. It's definitely kind of funny to say, but him dying on the field was the best thing that ever happened to him. Because my man everywhere now. He's been a star everywhere. He goes to Dancing on the Stars. He go to different events, man. So definitely big ups to him, and just to see him back on the field, doing what he loves, balling out. Because shit, he could have took a year off and it would have been okay, and he could have done him and ventured off and found whatever he needs to find. But nah, he already found it here. He found it in Buffalo, New York, Orchard Park, and with the Bills, and he's gonna do what he loves. And I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna take a snap this season. I mean, I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. He's already kind of been cleared. I don't know if he's 100%
Yeah, he's
cleared.
been cleared. No, he's 100% cleared.
Because I was gonna say,
he's
I know he's
100% cleared.
I know they're still progressing. He's still got other things he needs to do, but he's definitely looking great, man. Maybe he's not gonna play it down because we got Poyer and Hyde who's gonna play the entire season, but man, it's always good to see our boy DeMar Hamlin, number 3, out in the field doing what he loves.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's pretty much the show, guys, man. I love to be back. I love to be talking about Bills.
Feels good.
It does feel good. Too long, so we apologize for depriving y'all, even though there's multiple of other Bills podcasts. Ain't nothing like Mafia Talk.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. We appreciate the love, man. Especially the love in the comments, man. Keep them coming every episode.
Right, we got Sean, we got David, we got a couple new people who join in, so definitely love, man. We go live every Monday at 8, man, and in the season we go 2 episodes post and pregame. So, man, please fuck with your boy. Hit me up, Twitter, Facebook. Just shoot me a quick little message, man. If you want to join the show, we get a fan interview on how you became Bills Mafia. Just let me know, man. We gonna talk about it, man. We show love to everybody. So, final thoughts, cuz. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. What we got? What's today? Today's the 19th. Today's the 19th. We got a month and a couple days until training camp. So let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Go Bills. My brother Ish. Go Bills. Love you, bro. Hit me up if you're trying to play some Madden later on. But oh yeah, can't forget Big Cuz. Can't forget Big Cuz.
Sister in the chat. What up, sis?
Get it. No. But yeah, man, nothing but love to everybody. Go Bills. Let's hope for a very healthy season, because that's what really fucked us over last year. Was a shit ton of injuries. We're gonna have a healthy and strong season this year.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Go Bills. Oh, we can't forget, cuz. We can't forget.
Do it.
No group I'd rather go to war with than the ones right here, man. Love y'all. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Josh Allen.
We love you too, Josh, man. We love Josh Allen. We love the Bills Mafia.
We love the whole squad, man.
Love you, cuz.
All right. Love you too, cuz.
Let's get it. Go Bills. See y'all next week.